4 types of meat should be avoided completely, and 4 others should be eaten every day once you are past 60. For decades, the message has been clear: lean meat was supposed to be the safest option. Doctors suggested it, hospitals served it, and dietitians praised it as the cleanest protein source. But here's the unsettling reality: the story you've been told is not the whole truth. Nearly all older adults, about 99%, are unaware that several commonly trusted meats are quietly damaging their kidneys, aggravating their joints, and speeding up memory decline far more than natural aging ever could. The most alarming example is a meat that raises the chance of cognitive decline by 49%, even if it's only eaten once each week. Just a single serving repeated over the years can silently create problems. And by the time symptoms show, the damage is usually already advanced. Despite these risks, large food corporations keep selling these products. Physicians continue to suggest them, and seniors eat them daily without realizing the harm. Why? Because confusion is profitable. Processed meats are inexpensive, last long on shelves, and provide massive returns for companies. Until now, very few people have been warning you. In this video, you'll uncover the 4 meats that silently harm your organs and the 4 meats that can actually restore your health. Every detail is grounded in scientific research. The meats are arranged from dangerous to life-threatening, and from healing to truly life-changing. The top healing choice has been proven to rebuild collagen more effectively than supplements and reduced knee pain by 44% in just 2 months. Before diving in, share your age and location in the comments. Each response will be read, and tailored tips will be provided for your personal situation. Let's begin with the 4th item on the danger list, and it is one that companies would rather you never discover: turkey breast. Many seniors believe this is one of the safest meats available. It's marketed as lean, high in protein, and even ideal for heart health. Deli counters proudly display 97% fat-free on labels, and doctors often recommend it as a clean option. But here's what usually goes unsaid. Most pre-sliced turkey sold in stores is highly processed, soaked in preservatives, and chemically altered. These changes can slowly raise blood pressure, stiffen arteries, and weaken kidney function. Even natural varieties often contain sodium phosphate. This compound extends shelf life but also spikes phosphate levels in the blood. Elevated phosphate levels force bones to release calcium to compensate, which is especially harmful after 60 when bone density is already in decline. Evidence from a 2021 study in the Journal of Renal Nutrition showed that seniors consuming more than 75 milligrams of added phosphate per day from processed meats lost kidney function 28% faster over 2 years. A single deli turkey sandwich can deliver twice that amount in just 1 serving. If turkey is a favorite, there's no need to abandon it altogether. Instead, avoid deli slices and opt for fresh turkey breast roasted at home without added salt or preservatives. Stay away from smoked or cured versions. If you must buy packaged slices, carefully check the labels for phosphates, nitrates, or flavorings, as all of these are red flags. Consider the experience of Susan, a 68-year-old retired nurse from Phoenix. Believing turkey sandwiches were a healthy option, she ate them daily for lunch. During a checkup, her new kidney specialist reviewed her diet and immediately raised concern about the deli meat, warning her, "These phosphates are wrecking your filtration rate." Surprised, Susan began cooking her own preservative-free turkey breast at home. Within just 3 months, her kidney function improved, and her blood pressure fell from 146/90 to 128/80. But turkey isn't the only hidden risk. The next meat is far more popular, woven into American breakfast culture, and even more destructive: bacon. Bacon is one of the most widely consumed meats, especially by older generations who grew up eating it regularly. Yet for those over 60, it is among the most inflammatory and artery-hardening foods available. Its irresistible flavor comes from the same compounds that make it dangerous. It is loaded with saturated fat, sodium, and nitrites. Once inside, the stomach nitrites react with acid to form nitrosamines, carcinogenic compounds that raise the risk of stomach and colon cancer. For seniors, the damage doesn't stop at cancer. These nitrosamines accelerate calcification in the arteries, reducing oxygen delivery to both the heart and the brain. A 2022 study in the journal Circulation revealed that seniors who ate processed meats, such as bacon, 3 times a week showed a 32% higher rate of coronary artery calcification and a 21% increase in silent strokes, events that erode memory without obvious warning signs. If bacon is your guilty pleasure, reduce it to no more than once weekly. Cook it until just crisp, but never burnt, since charred bacon generates even more nitrosamines. A healthier swap would be air-fried turkey bacon from a nitrate-free brand or even crispy tofu strips seasoned with smoked paprika. The flavor isn't identical, but your arteries will thank you. George, a 72-year-old retired firefighter from Georgia, provides a powerful example. After a mild stroke, he attended a recovery seminar at his senior center where a dietitian handed out pamphlets. The headline read, "Bacon, Your Silent Stroke Risk." That phrase rattled him deeply. When George returned home, he threw out every package of bacon from his refrigerator. The very next day, his daughter brought him nitrate-free turkey bacon. Though the taste wasn't quite the same, he stuck with it. 1 year later, his cholesterol had dropped from 217 to 176, and he was walking 3 miles daily without the brain fog he once struggled with. The third dangerous meat is one most seniors rely on: daily grilled, skinless chicken breast. It's promoted heavily as the perfect protein for older adults and those with diabetes. On the surface, it seems harmless, high in protein, low in fat, free of skin, and cooked on the grill instead of fried. But the truth tells a very different story. Nearly all of the chicken in the United States, over 99%, comes from factory farms. That means every bite likely carries traces of antibiotics, synthetic hormones, and inflammatory omega-6 fats. These birds are raised in overcrowded barns, fed genetically modified corn and soy, and often injected with growth promoters that build up fatty deposits, especially in the breast meat. The danger grows when the meat is grilled. High-temperature cooking produces heterocyclic amines, chemicals linked to colon and pancreatic cancer. A 2023 study published in Environmental Health Perspectives found that seniors who ate grilled factory-farmed chicken breast 3 to 4 times a week had a 24% higher rate of elevated liver enzymes and a 37% increase in systemic inflammation markers such as interleukin-6 and CRP. Both are major drivers of accelerated aging. This doesn't mean you must abandon chicken completely. Instead, choose pasture-raised organic chicken and cook it by baking or slow roasting rather than grilling. Avoid eating charred sections altogether and never reheat grilled chicken in the microwave, since this amplifies harmful oxidative compounds. Take Harold, a 66-year-old diabetic from Michigan. Convinced that grilled chicken breast was keeping his blood sugar steady, he ate it almost daily. But his physical therapist noticed how inflamed Harold's joints had become and joked, "You might be overcooking something that's underhelping." She then explained the hidden toxins created by industrial chicken and high-heat grilling. That night, Harold did his own research, and the results left him stunned. He swapped to organic chicken thighs, cooked low and slow in the oven. Within 6 weeks, his alt liver enzyme level dropped from 72 to 38, and his energy returned in full force. But the next meat on the list is even more alarming. Marketed as gourmet and heart-healthy, it can cause lasting harm deep inside the body. At number 1 on the danger list is veal, especially organ meats. Veal comes from young calves and is prized for its tenderness, luxurious texture, and high protein. Some doctors even suggest it as a cleaner red meat alternative to beef when trimmed to fat. Yet few realize how damaging veal can be to the nervous system, the kidneys, and the body's detox pathways. The shocking truth is that veal, particularly liver and kidneys, contains some of the highest concentrations of heme, iron, and purines of any meat. While the body needs some heme iron, too much creates oxidative stress, essentially internal rusting that damages cells and accelerates aging. Excess purines increase uric acid levels, triggering joint pain, kidney stones, and a higher stroke risk. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Gerontology Medical Sciences revealed that seniors who ate high heme iron meats, like veal, more than once per week experienced cognitive decline 31% faster. They also faced a 49% greater likelihood of uric acid buildup severe enough to require medication. The problem begins long before the meat reaches your plate. Many veal calves are kept in confined crates and deliberately fed iron-deficient diets, so their flesh stays pale and tender. Eating such metabolically stressed animal products only intensifies the risks. For seniors, moderation is no longer safe. After 60, veal, especially liver, kidneys, and heart, should be avoided completely. Safer choices include small portions of adult grass-fed beef, or better yet, clean fish and poultry. Dorothy, a 74-year-old piano teacher from Pennsylvania, learned this the hard way. She ate veal cutlets and liver weekly, believing they made her stronger. But when she began complaining about toe pain and fatigue, her chiropractor handed her a pamphlet about purine-heavy meats and uric acid overload. The word veal was circled in red. Dorothy was floored. That evening, she emptied her freezer of every veal product. Within weeks, her uric acid levels dropped from 8.2 to 6, and the joint stiffness in her hands and feet vanished. So are all meats bad? Absolutely not. In fact, some can actually rebuild joints, sharpen memory, and protect muscles if you choose correctly. The first healing meat might surprise you. It's an old-fashioned protein with powerful anti-inflammatory effects: lamb. Lamb rarely enters the conversation about healthy meats, especially in the United States, but grass-fed lamb is a nutritional powerhouse for older adults. Unlike grain-finished red meats, lamb raised on grass is naturally rich in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a fatty acid that reduces inflammation, supports immune defenses, and helps preserve lean muscle. Lamb is also high in vitamin B12 and zinc, vital for repairing nerves, forming red blood cells, and keeping the mind sharp past 60. Another advantage: lamb is less likely than beef to come from hormone and antibiotic-heavy factory farms, especially if it's labeled pasture-raised. A 2022 study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that seniors eating grass-fed lamb 3 times per week for 6 weeks improved lower body strength by 19%, reduced inflammatory markers like TNF-alpha by 27%, and raised HDL, the good cholesterol, by 12%. To get the maximum benefits from lamb, look for labels that say 100% grass-fed or pasture-raised. Stay away from packages marked grain-finished, as those lack the same nutritional profile. For the best results, braise or slow-roast lamb with herbs such as rosemary and thyme. These herbs not only add rich flavor, but also help neutralize the oxidative stress caused by cooking. Walter, a 70-year-old woodworker from Colorado, knows this firsthand. After years of aching joints, he mentioned his pain to a church friend who handed him a container of homemade lamb stew, saying, "Try this, it changed my knees." Walter gave it a shot, then later purchased grass-fed lamb at a local farmer's market. Within 2 months, his CRP level dropped from 5.4 to 2.1 milligrams per liter. He no longer needed afternoon pain relievers just to stand at his workbench. The next healing meat is not red at all, but comes from the ocean, a fish so powerful that doctors now use it in nutritional therapy for memory, mood, and even joint recovery: sardines. Sardines, usually canned in water or olive oil, are small, oily fish packed with remarkable nutrition. They are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for brain health, joint comfort, and cardiovascular function. Their tiny size gives them a major advantage: they do not accumulate mercury the way larger fish do. On top of that, sardines deliver rare amounts of vitamin D, calcium, and vitamin B12, all in a single serving. Low vitamin D is common among seniors and leads to weaker bones, slower thinking, and persistent fatigue. Just 2 ounces of sardines supply more than 40% of the daily vitamin D requirement, along with over 300 milligrams of EPA and DHA, the most potent forms of omega-3 for reducing inflammation. A 2023 study in Nutrients found that seniors who ate sardines 5 times a week for 8 weeks experienced a 17% improvement in cognitive reaction time, a 24% drop in triglycerides, and reported less joint pain on .com. Daily logs. To reap these benefits, choose wild-caught sardines packed in water or extra virgin olive oil. Avoid those in soybean oil. If the taste is overly salty, rinse them lightly before eating. They can be mashed with mustard or lemon juice and spread over whole grain crackers or tossed into a salad. Sardines are versatile, quick to prepare, and surprisingly satisfying. Linda, a 7-year-old retired teacher from Oregon, discovered this almost by accident. Driving one day, she caught a radio segment where a doctor claimed sardines were even better than fish oil capsules. Skeptical, yet curious, she picked up a tin on her next grocery trip. After trying them with crackers and mustard, she was hooked. 3 months later, her triglycerides had fallen from 185 to 124, and she noticed sharper memory. Recall she even remembered her grandchildren's birthdays without checking her calendar. Now let's move to another healing meat, one that's far less glamorous but uniquely powerful: beef tendon. Beef tendon often surprises people. It's not trendy or visually appealing, and many seniors haven't touched it since childhood. Yet tendon, the connective tissue surrounding bones and joints, is one of the richest natural sources of collagen, glycine, and proline. These amino acids are essential for rebuilding cartilage, easing joint pain, and improving skin elasticity. As we age, collagen production drops dramatically, leading to stiffness, slower healing, and thinning skin. While collagen powders exist, eating collagen-rich cuts like tendon provides not only the raw materials, but also critical cofactors such as copper and vitamin C that aid absorption. In a 2021 study published in the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology, seniors with osteoarthritis who ate 60 grams of slow-cooked beef tendon 3 times a week experienced a 32% improvement in knee flexibility and osteoarthritis, 44% reduction in morning stiffness within 8 weeks. The best way to prepare it is in a slow cooker with apple cider vinegar, onions, garlic, and turmeric. Long cooking breaks down the collagen into easily absorbed peptides. You can drink the broth or serve the tender pieces over brown rice or root vegetables. Paul, a 75-year-old gardener from North Carolina, was convinced by his daughter to give tendon broth a chance after he complained of knee pain during a family meal. She was studying holistic nutrition and handed him a container telling him, "It looks strange, but just try it." Skeptical, he drank it the next morning and was surprised to feel less stiffness. Within 2 months of adding tendon stew to his diet twice weekly, Paul no longer needed his knee brace in the mornings and could kneel again while planting in his garden. With tendon covered, it's time for the #1 healing meat, and this one may surprise those who avoid red meat: grass-fed bison. Many seniors shy away from red meat, fearing cholesterol or inflammation, but bison, also known as buffalo, is different. This meat not only avoids those problems, but actively helps fight inflammation, lowers bad cholesterol, and strengthens muscles after 60. For older adults, searching for all the benefits of red meat without the drawbacks, bison stands out as one of the most powerful healing options available. Grass-fed bison is naturally leaner than beef, yet richer in iron, zinc, and selenium, 3 minerals vital for seniors. These nutrients keep oxygen circulating, defend against infections, and maintain a healthy thyroid. Bison also contains omega-3 fatty acids similar to salmon, but without the fishy taste or mercury risk. Research backs up these claims. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging reported that seniors who replaced beef with bison 3 times per week saw a 34% drop in LDL cholesterol, a 26% boost in leg muscle strength, and reduced fatigue after walking, all within just 30 days. To enjoy these results, choose grass-fed bison with no added preservatives. You can grill, pan, sear, or slow cook it. The flavor is like slightly sweeter beef, but it digests more easily and causes less bloating. Carol, a 71-year-old retired nurse from Wyoming, discovered this firsthand. While browsing her local farmer's market, she passed a bison vendor offering free samples. She nearly walked by until the seller called out, "Better than beef and easier on your heart." Curious Carol tried a bite, bought a pack, and made chili with it that evening. Within 1 month, her cholesterol fell from 212 to 178, and she could walk uphill without stopping. She described the change as feeling 10 years younger. For seniors who want the benefits of red meat without inflammation, bison truly is a game changer. The key lesson is clear: not all meats are the same. After 60, the difference between harm and healing can come down to a single serving. The good news is you now know which choices protect your health. Share in the comments what meat you eat most often and whether you plan to change after learning this. Include your age and where you're from. Your story may inspire someone else in this community to make a life-saving decision.